Hello guys, the last video of this series was published almost a month ago. We have many updates for this week. Let me start with the finance page. This is what we've got after the last economy update. Regarding the sponsorship deals, as you may remember, last time I chose the 30-day contract option, this one here. Therefore, I couldn't sign any new contract after that last one that we signed. After this time, I can sign a new one, which should be the 10-day contract. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check this video using the cards here. It will be valuable for you to know why I chose the 30-day contract. It was a rare occasion, as usually the 10-day contract is a better option. Regarding scouts, let me go there. I have to go back to finances. Scouts. We were lucky enough to get one more 2020 scout from the market. This guy, if I'm not mistaken. This one was a bit more expensive than the previous ones. While we paid at most 7 million for all the other scouts we bought, this one cost 11 million. Still worth it though. As I told you, whenever I see 2020 scouts, I will hire because they are hard to get. I will always hire whenever I see them. We don't need them now, but in the future I will need them a lot. If you want to know more about scouts, check the video you see in the cards. And let's go to the stadium now to see our facilities. The seats are still under construction. We upgraded a lot last time, so there is still quite some time to go. As you see here, we can just upgrade near to the middle of next season, more or less. The money making facilities have just been finished. I will upgrade them to level 5 now. Let me do it. Okay, done. You will notice that I upgraded the indirect money making facilities too. Just toilets and parking. I didn't do anything with floodlights. And I did that up to level 2. I could upgrade to level 3 now, but I won't do it. I don't think it's the right moment to do so. Have you seen the video in which I explain how you should decide whether to upgrade these facilities or not? If you haven't seen, check the video you see in the cards now. Let me show you how I came to this conclusion that I should upgrade up to level 2. I'll go to the spreadsheet that I presented to you in previous videos to explain. This is the spreadsheet that I presented to you before. If you want to know how it works fully, check the video I put in the cards some time ago and you'll understand. You will notice that this button wasn't here before when I presented the spreadsheet. Later I decided to include it to make the work more practical. Okay, this is some data I put before about the team, but if I click this button, it just cleans everything up. See? Okay, then let me put the data from the team now. Regarding supporters, we currently have around 7,300. A bit less, but more or less this amount. The stadium size is this, and the factor 2.5 that we usually use, okay? So you see that the stadium size is good. Regarding facilities, we just increased all of them to 5 that we put here. And let me put some options to make the graph. 110, 220. Okay, that's good. You may be wondering about some intermediate possibilities. Let me put some here too. I'm not putting floodlights because they are definitely not worth for the team at the moment. Okay, so let's see. Based on this data, the recommended levels would be 2, as it gives the highest profit per season, and also we see the recommendations here. Okay, because our stadium is almost in the limit of the capacity considering the 2.5 rule. Then after I apply the effect of the indirect money making facilities, if I put in level 3, it will be over the stadium size. Because as you can see here, the expected increase for levels 2 and 3 is the same. This is because we reach the limit of the stadium. Okay? Then level 2 is the best at the moment. But let's see if I consider a more conservative factor, like 2.4 for example. Now it changed. Now the recommendation is for me to increase up to level 4, because now I can fit more supporters. You see that level 4 now gives the best profit, and level 3 is better than level 2. But as you remember, I have to make further comparison in this case. Let's compare 2 and 3 below here. So 2, 2, 0, and 3, 3, 0. I see that my profit per season would definitely be bigger in level 3. However, to self-pay the increase with this difference in profit, I would take around 7 seasons. Okay, because the construction would cost me 4,500,000. If you are a bit confused with the spreadsheet in the video, specifically about this, I give deeper explanation, and you can understand if you go back there. Okay, then that's the reason why I decided not to upgrade to level 3 yet. If I use a 2.5 rule, it's not recommended at all. And even if I use a 2.4, it gives more profit, but I don't consider worth because of this. The seasons to self-pay are many. Coming back to the stadium page, another improvement that I have done was to upgrade the youth academy to level 2. I will not start investing in youths yet, but I realized that the maintenance of the level 2 is quite low and we have a chance of receiving 2 players, as you see here. In level 1, we only receive one for sure. In level 2, we have a chance of receiving 2 players. And the maintenance is much bigger than before, but it's not considerable. That's why I decided to upgrade. For level 3, I'm not planning to upgrade yet. Let's stick with level 2 for now. Level 3, the maintenance is somehow considerable already. Let's talk about transfers now. After the last video, I did not buy or sell any player, as you can see here. Before I was selling the youths I pulled, but I realized that they were all producing losses as their agent prices were lower than 200,000, which is what I have to pay to promote a youth. All of the ones I received after the last videos were at this level. Therefore, I just fired them all. Let's see if we have a better luck this time. Let's check the Youth Academy report. I just realized that the language is in Portuguese now. Let me quickly change it back to English. Just a second. It happens sometimes. Okay. Then, just before I show you the report, let me go to the players page to show you something else about transfers. I will sell these 2 guys before the end of the season because they are 32 years old already, which means that they may announce their retirement next season. It's unusual for players to retire at the age of 32, but it can happen. I don't want to take this risk. If they announce retirement, I cannot sell them anymore, and I will have to keep them in my team until the end of the season, which is not good, as they are kinda bad already. This one I will not miss, as I never played him. He played only one match in the season. Let me quickly show it to you. As you see here, he played only one match, okay? And his agent's price is kinda good for our standards. Then I should sell him as I can. The other guy, this one, he is actually my first lineup, but he is also not one of the best players, but I will miss him a bit. Let me show you his profile. He played many matches during the season, as you see, 26. But his agent price is also kind of good, much better than the other one. Then I will sell him as well. Also, he is a very aggressive defender, which is not so good. Let me quickly show you just how many cards he received in the season. Look, 13. He has even been sent off a couple times. I mentioned him in previous videos, as you may remember. If I need a replacement for him, I may just hire someone next season. However, as you can notice, I cannot sell them now because I have 20 players only. This is the minimum I must have. Then, in order to be able to sell these two players, I will have to pull the next two yachts I receive and keep them in my team, regardless of their quality. That's what I'm going to do. If you want to know more about transfer, check the video you see in the cards now. Let's check our last report from the Yacht Academy. Last week, I received the first report after upgrading the Yacht Academy to level 2. I received two players, but both were very bad. I just fired them all. Let's hope we have the same luck again, getting two players once more. I have it set to old players already, as I usually do. Then we get the report. Yeah, we have only one player this time. Let me review. And it's a very bad one. Definitely not profitable. Okay, I can even see his kill count if I update the page, as I have a script here on this page, as you remember. See? Also, if you want to know more about scripts, check the video you see in the cards now. Let me hire him, as I must do so, because next week I will receive my last report before the last week of the season, and I must sell those guys in the last week of the season. Then I must have two youths before that week, okay? I cannot take the risk of not receiving two youths next week. That's why I had to promote this one. Let me send some scouts on him just to make sure about his potential. But I already know he's pretty bad. He is 20 years old, then I have to send one of these. Let me send this one. Yeah, he's not bloomed yet. He's a late bloomer, but his potential is very low. You cannot expect anything from him. In the next video, I will talk about some matches and about our league situation. If it's available already, go there and check. If not, wait for it. It will be released very soon. That's all for this video, guys. If you have questions, write them down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon.